Hey everyone, this is Cooking with Thomas, and this is going to be our oven fried chicken with balsamic chili ketchup. With this, we were supposed to use Calabre chilies, but we don't have any this evening. We can't find any in our area, so we're going to have to substitute that without it, so hopefully it doesn't mess up too bad. But so far we have our chicken cut up nice and sliced, so that way we can start breading that. We have our garlic minced for our our garnish, or our ketchup, as we like to call it, and we have all of our ingredients. We have our panko, basil, oregano, paprika, rosemary, salt and pepper, and some leftover garlic, just in case. Now, like I said, I've already cut up the chicken, I've already minced the garlic, so we don't have to worry about that. Now it's just literally adding stuff into pans. So first thing first, I'm going to move this stuff out of my way. Oh, and also make sure you preheat your oven to 375 degrees. I'm going to grab a Pyrex, because honestly, I know it says that we're going to combine the breadcrumbs and rosemary and some cheese. Actually, we want the open one. We have open one. So, first things first. We're going to combine a cup and pretty much a cup and a half left, so that's good. Into a mix, and we're going to take our rosemary and we're going to add that in. And we're going to take 2 tablespoons. Remember, tablespoons are pretty big. Might as well finish it off. Waste not, want not. Alrighty. So we're going to mix this together. Now normally you should just get your hands in there and get it all nice and mixed up, but because I don't want to get my hands all crummy just yet, because they will be. Right? Make sure it's nice and mixed. Now we're going to get to the fun stuff. The reason why I do it like this is because it's a little bit easier when you start doing the breaded chicken. And we're actually going to first make our other mixing. I forgot. We need black pepper, garlic. I actually do need another mixing bowl. I'm so... Oh, no, I don't. I'm so done. I have this for a reason. Okay, so now we're going to take our paprika, which again is a tablespoon. Paprika. Garlic powder. I might be able to. Garlic powder. Why did I get basil out? I actually don't need basil. That's for my next recipe. We don't need oregano out. That's for the next recipe. Alright. Garlic powder, paprika, pepper. 1 teaspoon. and salt. Okay. We're going to mix all of it up. Now, if you're doing this for other people, again, you should be using gloves, some sort of stationary, sanitary stuff, so that way you're not, getting people sick or anything like that. Think of other people's wellness. But because I'm cooking for myself and another person, we're not cooking for a bunch of other people, we don't have to worry too much about it, right? But I still did wash my hands, and I'm going to finish washing my hands again. Because washing your hands is important. Alright, now comes the fun stuff. Oh, I forgot to. Half a cup grated cheese. Ooh, make it a mess. Alrighty. We are going to set up a mixing station. Okay. I've already coated this pan so that way it doesn't stick to it. And we're going to take our chicken, put it in our egg wash. So just beaten eggs. We're then going to take it, put it in the panko, lightly coat it, put it in paprika mix, lightly coat, and on to the next. Now obviously you can get a little bit fancy with this and cover it more if you want. Last time I've covered these, it tends to get a little messy and we overcoat, and that is not the objective. We don't want to overcoat, because you can see my hands as they already start getting more and more breadcrumby, and that's not our objective, right? So there's always, of course, an easier way to do this, but for now, this is the best way I've figured out how to do it, and I like it. I like getting my hands messy. And it smells good. Alright. So, as you start noticing, the breadcrumbs will start flaking off, and I start losing some of my paprika mix. I haven't figured out a great way to try and use all of it, or get less of it. Maybe use less panko. Maybe use more panko, or more egg, or more seasoning. Because honestly, that's the hardest part, because this will suck up all those seasonings. We're trying to be as evenly as possible. Of course, sometimes you have smaller pieces and larger pieces. Right? And that's the objective, to try and not waste, get everything nice, even coatings. And I did use 2 pounds of chicken, so and I think my mixture is starting to come apart. And good thing we're at our last couple batches. Otherwise, we would be out of luck. Alright. Alright, last but not least. Now, normally you should use a fry pan. Essentially, it's a grated item that you would put over the top of your bake pan, so that way it doesn't stick overall. But because I don't have one yet, I did coat the bottom like I said, so that way it's all nice and even to go. Now, first things first, I'm going to wash my hands because I don't want to make my stove all gross. And now the creme de la creme. Now you can see full, less and less. So you might want to add a little bit more seasoning. It's up to you. We're going to add this into the oven. We're going to give it about 15 minutes or so. Actually, I think I cooked it for about 20 last time, so I'm going to cook it for another 20, and then we'll check on it in about 20 minutes. Alright, so we have taken the chicken out of the oven. It is nice and golden and crispy. We're going to check it to make sure that temperature-wise it is safe to eat. Now, it has been in there for about 20 minutes, so I'm not too concerned about it overall. But again, we want to make sure if we're feeding other people, we don't get them sick. So you should be around the 140, 160 mark. Now, I did choose the biggest piece because that is the safest piece, because all the other ones will be completely done if the biggest one is completely done, right? So you can see, again, like I said, you had ones that coated nice and evenly all throughout, and then of course the last two, they started to get a little bit less overall of the paprika seasoning. I actually don't mind it with the paprika seasoning or without. I think it's still good, still edible, fantastic. There's also a chili ketchup that I've made that goes with it. Please check out that recipe, that video, after you check out this one, and we're good to go. So we are good with the cooked wise, so we don't have to worry about that. And that is it. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and so that way you guys understand that I do actually enjoy my own cooking. Alright, good. Thank you guys.